everybody, I am the Lazy Kiwi and welcome to a very exciting video. Today I am going to be doing a zoo tour of my first ever completed zoo. Now I do have to warn you guys, this video is going to be a lot longer than my videos usually are because I'm going to go through absolutely everything today. But I'm just gonna jump straight into this. So starting off, we are in the parking area over here, getting out of our beautiful car over there. We are going to walk along this pathway over here to see the guests coming out of their cars as well. So I do have to keep the game paused because if I do play the game, it does become extremely laggy. It's not too laggy now, but as you just saw, it is laggy. But anyway, this is going to be our main entrance building over here. It's a pretty large building and a lot of guests come out of their cars over here and others out of the train station over here. So I do also have this little area over here. That area literally just goes into nothingness. And there is some more parking over here as well. But coming into the zoo over here, we find, I am gonna maybe just make us a little bit taller than all of the other guests. Over here is where you actually enter the zoo. We have a janky old elephant statue over here because my textures sometimes do not load correctly. But coming in over here, this is kind of where I imagine you buy your tickets and stuff. But this is kind of where we have like the main entrance area. You can buy some food over here or just sit and get some money and stuff. I think it would be best to take you guys through the gift shop first and then over this way. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna do this. The zoo doesn't have like a perfect layout because I kind of just went willy-nilly and just built as I thought of things. But this is the gift shop. I did not make these items. I cannot remember for the life of me where I got them from, like who created them. So if you guys do know, please put their name in the comments down below because I just cannot remember for the life of me. But this is the gift shop. This is the only thing that I did get off of the workshop and I think it turned out really nicely in here. There are cameras and stuff just so that the guests do not steal anything. Anyway, there is a way out over here that's kind of gonna take you to a whole other section, but I kind of want to take everybody through this way first because this is the first ever habitat that I built in the zoo and I kind of want to show it first. So this is the lemur habitat. This is where we started this zoo off and I still very much like how this turned out. We do have one white lemur over there and there's so many little babies. Look at that. There's like 4 in this one frame. That is just incredible. I love that so much. I'm gonna take you guys through here. So if you go up here on this very busy path, oh my gosh, there is so many people. You can see the lemurs from above, which I think is really nice. Obviously, no guests are actually gonna be this height, so for realism, this is realistically what they would see. They can look at them from above, and of course there is a plank right in the middle, so I'm just gonna stand up here to show you guys. Look at them, they're so cute. You can see them running around and everything. It's so nice. I'm kind of gonna take you guys through the middle of the zoo and then around this way back and then the other side of the zoo, so it's gonna be kind of willy-nilly. But ignoring that side for now, coming over this way, we kind of cannot see through here if we are at guest height. Obviously, we can see now a little bit more, but the guest cannot see anything through there. And here you get a glimpse of where we are currently going. We are going to look at the capybaras, but before we get to that, there is also this lemur viewing over here. So this is kind of where you can see them eating and stuff. It's very nice. I do feel like I'm spending a little bit too much time on each habitat. Like I've only done one so far. I don't want this video to be too long. But over here we do have a restaurant. I did call it the Lemur View restaurant, but realistically you're not really gonna see the lemurs that well over here. But I did actually do a little bit of work on the inside over here, so there is actually areas to sit on the inside of this building. I'm still so proud of this. I still am so very happy that I did this. There's also this little balcony area, so there's actually gonna be guests inside the building. I absolutely love that. But coming back down over here is where we are going to see the capybaras. So they have this lovely habitat over here. There's, I think, 4 of them in here, and 4 is like the max that can be in here, excluding babies. But even with the babies, they do not have enough space. Oh my gosh, I need to get back to the height that I was. I'm gonna take you guys this way first because we have the capybara cave over here. This is obviously, in my opinion, one of the best views because you're right where they're eating. Like, they are right in front of you, eating and being happy little capybaras. Pausing again and coming over this way, I am going to have to go down a little bit because this is a tight squeeze over here and we are very close to the ceiling. But this is kind of the cave part. We're obviously not going to be seeing any of them in here currently because they're all going to go eat now, but when they are in here, it's just so very cute. So coming back over this way, I'm just gonna run past all of these people, maybe make myself taller again, and then we go up this way. There is just too many guests. Oh my goodness, I cannot even believe that there is this many guests in my zoo. But coming this way, we are going to find indoor viewing for the tapirs, the anteaters, and the bongos. This is one of the first indoor buildings that I've created and I love it so very much. So this side over here is where we have the anteaters and the tapirs. I hope there's some of them inside because, I mean, that would be lovely. Oh, look at that, there actually is. That is, I think, a baby. That one is pretty small. So this is just so sweet. It's usually a lot busier inside here. Of course, when I want to do a zoo tour, there's not going to be any of them inside except for this bongo. Usually the bongos are not inside much, but today we got lucky. There's actually 2 of them right over there. Oh, this is just the most perfect timing. Thank you so much, Mr. Bongo. This is just so beautiful of you. So yeah, obviously it's really nice when they come up close like this. Like, look at that. He's right at the window. That is perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Bongo. Oh, I should probably pause again because the lag is unbearable. We do have toilets in here, so that's very lovely. But coming over this way is where we can see the upper part and the outdoor part of the bongo habitat. So this is really nice when they are eating because you can see them really up close. I did put a lot of rocks here so that the viewing is obscured in some places and the bongos get some privacy. But yeah, this is like an all-around walkthrough part, so you are going to see the bongos anywhere you stand, except if you're standing right behind the rock, obviously. But yeah, I really like that there are so many of them in here and you can see them almost everywhere that you go. It is so nice, this habitat. I love it so much. Look at that. They are so cute. Also, there's a lot of things here, so just excuse me bouncing around, I guess. So back over this way, past the indoor area, just a little bit, we find this area over here, which is going to be the outdoor area for the tapirs and the anteaters. And this, again, I think this was like the second habitat that I've ever made in this zoo. So again, there is so much love for this habitat, especially from the guests. Apparently there's so many of them over here. But yeah, they have this little water pool and it's again a all-around habitat part, so they do not get much privacy because I didn't think about the rocks until I made the bongo part, and they are pretty low on water space already, so I didn't want to take away any of that. But I am gonna go all the way back now to the other side of the bongos because I kind of want to show you guys that part of the zoo first before we go this way. So let me get back there again. If you guys couldn't tell, this is my first ever zoo tour, so I'm sorry if it's not the best you've ever seen, but I am gonna show you guys up here. So this is where the bongo habitat is. So if you come up this way, this is where you will find the other animals. What am I saying? You can also kind of see the bongos from up here if you really wanted to, like if you look carefully you can spot a few of them. So this is also kind of a viewing into there, but I don't really want it to be. So coming up this way is where we will find this ginormous restaurant. As you can see, there is also tables up there, and you can see into the restaurant, which I really like. So you can see them preparing food and stuff. That's really nice. And we have this beautiful seating area over here that is on glass. So this is really fun when you see some of the animals that is in this habitat. And in this habitat we have jaguars. So I'm hoping I can see one from in here, but I'm not too sure if we're going to. Oh, it's in a box. Okay, they are unboxed now, so hopefully we will be able to see some of them now if we look into here. This is one of my favorite habitats that I've made. It is probably the biggest one because it goes all the way up there and all the way to the other side. It has this waterfall, this beautiful mountain peaks. It's honestly my favorite habitat that I've made, and I think a lot of people might like this one in particular too. But I'm just trying to see some of the jaguars because there is babies, there's little ones. I love that so much. I really like the babies in this game. They're so freaking beautiful. Look at it running. Look at it go. It's so cute. Obviously, it's a lot cuter when it's not as laggy, but what can I do? There's nothing I can do about that at the moment. But this habitat is a lot bigger, so currently I'm just gonna show you guys this part and then we will move over to that side eventually. But there are still a few things that I want to show you guys over here. So as you can see, this zoo is very overgrown. There is a lot going on over here. So coming over this way, we have some food areas and drinks and a place to go to the bathroom, because I feel like that's very necessary in a zoo. And I did put like these little like signs to not enter the staff areas at every single staff area. But coming over this way is where we will find some more habitats. So this is going to be the Asian water monitor habitat, and obviously none of them will be outside when I want to show the outside, unless they're hiding behind some rocks or something, but I'm not seeing any of them right now. So I'm just gonna show you guys this side. It really took me a moment to remember, but here we have the lark gibbons, and again, of course, none of them are going to be outside when I show the outside. And as soon as I go in, they probably are gonna go outside, but hopefully not, because I'm not even gonna play the game, so but this is the outside when they actually are outside. It's so nice to see. Obviously it's a small area, so you will spot them pretty much immediately. It's pretty easy. So yeah, coming inside, this is the dome. So on the one side we have the Asian water monitors, and on the other side we have the lark gibbons. It's a weird combination, but I was really liking it at the moment, and I still do. So yeah, over here, as you can see, we have the lark gibbons. They did have a singular baby, so I think at the moment there's only 3 of them in here. So I mean, we're lucky enough to spot 2 of them immediately. So yeah, over this way we have the Asian water monitors, and of course none of them are over here. Where are they all? Oh my goodness. Obviously we have some designated areas, so over there it would be much easier to see the lark gibbons, and over here it's going to be a lot easier to see the Asian water monitors. So hopefully we can spot some of them right now. Oh, there they are. These are the beauties. They do have babies as well. Oh yeah, there is one of them. So hopefully we'll be able to see some more babies, but I am just happy that we at least got to see 2 of them together like that. That's so nice. Coming over this way, however, is where we get a close-up view of the lark gibbons. Oh, and there is one of them as well. I think that is the baby, yeah. So this is so cute. I really like to see them playing and running on everything. It's so nice to see so much movement in here. I kind of really just wish that they could have babies a little bit faster, because they only want family members in their habitat, so it's a little bit difficult at times. There is currently 3 of them, so I guess I should be happy with what I have. But yeah, over this way again, you can spot some more of the Asian water monitors. There is another baby right over there. Lucky for us, I guess, that we got to see them. But yeah, that is basically everything. But yeah, this is the dome. This is such a big area and I love how it turned out. It's one of my favorite buildings in the zoo. But yeah, coming over this way, for some reference, this is like the upper part, the bongos are down there, and I'm just gonna show you guys this building over here. So down there is the indoor area, as you can see. So we went up this way, so there's like this path over here, that's where we went up, but we could have also went up this way, and if we did, we would have reached this cute little building over here. And coming inside is just like a normal area where we can find some places to eat, some places to go to the bathroom, and places to drink. Oh my gosh, the animals today, I'm gonna have to edit out so many dog barks, you guys do not even understand. But coming over this way is some seating spaces, but also a really nice view of the capybaras from above. Look at that, you can see them so nicely. This is also a nice way to kind of get a look over the zoo. Obviously you can't see that much, this is a very dense zoo. There is trees absolutely everywhere. So coming back over this way, we have this little area over here from the top, and this is where we will be able to see the, oh my gosh, I'm so low right now, I'm so used to being high up. This is where we can see the red crowned cranes, and this is a nice viewing because you can actually see their indoor area as well. You cannot see this anywhere else except for from above, so it is so nice to be able to see it. But I don't want to show this too much because I like the viewing from over there a little bit more. So coming back down over here, this is where we just came out of. If we move over this way, we go back to the back side of it. So from here we are back all the way to the behind. You guys get what I'm saying. I don't know why I found behind so funny. If we go over here, this is where we will find the sloths. So looking from above, I really like how this looks from above because you can kind of see like the shapes of the ropes. I almost said they were in my home language instead of English. But coming down over here, I feel like I'm moving a little bit too fast, but I don't want this video to be that long because I already feel like it's gonna be incredibly long compared to my usual videos. But anyway, coming down this side is where we find the walkthrough sloth areas. So this is so nice in my opinion because they are so up close. They're gonna be above you, beside you, all around you. Like you can see them absolutely everywhere enjoying life, and it's so cute. Look, this one is like right here. That's so nice. There is 3 of them in this area, but coming over this way, that is where we exit one of them, and we can find some nice areas over here to get some food and stuff. I tried to place a lot of these around because I know the guests do not always go to the ones that you put down, and so there needs to be a lot of them. So there is 2 areas over here to view these sloths. You can either go down that path to see these sloths, or you can go down this path to see these sloths. I'm just gonna take you guys through here. So as you can see, they are really just everywhere. You can literally just look into any direction and you will see a bunch of them. I mean, look at this. There's one over here, one there, one here, one there, one there, and one over here in this one frame. I absolutely love it so much. There's so many of them and it's so nice to see. But there is also another habitat if we do come over this way. So over here, there's just gonna be like a few seating areas and stuff and some education, but over here is where we will find the Aldebarada tortoises, or Aldabra tortoises, I'm not too sure. But there is so many of them because they have like 4 babies at a time, and it's crazy because that is just the cutest thing. Look at that. Look at how many there are. I really love to see them walking around in here. It's so nice to just be able to see them absolutely everywhere. Sometimes they even walk around in the water over here. They can't go into that part of the water, but over here with the rocks they can. So it's very nice to see, especially since there's so many of them. Unfortunately, all of them are in that one area right now, but when they're not, it's just beautiful. I'm so sad that the one time I tried to do a zoo tour, all of the animals are not where I want them to be, but I guess it is what it is. So coming back over this way, this is towards the entrance again. So we made like full circle at this point. I'm so happy that we're getting through the zoo. Over here it's kind of weird. As you can see, I'm flying at the moment, and at one point you sink into the ground, but I'm just gonna show you guys nonetheless what's going on over here. So, oh my gosh, I cannot. Putting myself over here past all of the weird areas over there. This is the red crown cranes that we just saw from above over there, but now it's from down here. So there is so many of them in here. Oh, I'm inside somebody's head. Anyway, there's a lot of them in here, and they just keep having babies. But I do want there to be so many more of them. I want this habitat to be filled to the brim with them because it's so nice to see them flapping and swimming and walking around. It's just so darn beautiful. I love it so much. But coming back over this way, let me just make myself taller again because people, oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Coming this way, you can still obviously see the cranes all the way over here, and there's that building that we were in a moment ago, and yeah, that's basically everything for this area. However, we do have this little restaurant area over here, so there is not too much going on in here. It's literally just a restaurant and a bathroom, but I feel like it's very nice because you can also see the cranes from in here if you really wanted to. But yeah, coming back over this way, this is kind of where we were in the beginning. So this is the gift shop. If you went out this way, you would have seen the cranes first. So depending which way you go, you're either gonna see the cranes or the lemurs first. So we just saw absolutely everything on this side of the zoo. Let me kind of show you guys from above. We just went all the way around here and saw absolutely everything from this side. Now we need to go over and see that side. So I'm gonna go back to the entrance area over here. It's really hard to do a zoo tour. I don't know how so many other people do it because I feel like I'm talking so much and showing you guys so many things, like it's so difficult. I cannot. But coming up this way is where we will find the exhibit house. I love the exhibit house. This is also the Lemur View restaurant for reference for where we are. But coming this way is where we can enter the exhibit house. This is one of my favorite things that I've made. I love how it turned out. And coming inside is where we will find each and every exhibit that I've placed. Obviously, I'm not going to try to show you guys every single one of the exhibit animals because it's going to be too difficult to spot all of them. So I'm just going to show you guys the overall area. So coming in, we start off with insects. This is where all of our insects are. So like scorpions and roaches and stuff. And over here is where we find the frogs. This is one of my favorite areas in this whole zoo, like the exhibit house, because I just love seeing the frogs so much, and it's so nice and excluded in here. It's like this little secret nook in this area. There's another frog. I love it so much. This is such a nice area, especially with the little frogs on here. It's so cute. But coming back this way, this is where we'll find the reptiles. You know, this is kind of the main part of this reptile house because, I mean, who doesn't like these snakes and stuff when they come to see things like this? So I feel like this is the main part, in my opinion at least. Oh, over here, look at that. That is gorgeous. I love that so much. This is... these and the green iguanas, they are like my favorite exhibit animals. I love them the most. And oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, listen. The animals might be acting up, but the exhibits, they're doing good today. I'm spotting them so easily. Except for these, apparently. Where the heck? Oh, right over there. Look at that. They are so nice. Oh, that's a plant. Just that then. Anyway, I'm so embarrassed. Over here we have the turtles. So there is just so many things over here. I love this exhibit house so much. Obviously, it's not perfect. Like, I mean, if we have to go in over here, you're gonna see... Oh, we're on the roof. Okay, you're not gonna see how imperfect it actually is, I guess. Yeah, so back at the entrance over here, I'm gonna take you guys around this way. So for reference again, that's the entrance and that is the lemurs. Going around this way, we will find again more like food and stuff. There is a lot of this around the zoo. So I don't think I'm gonna point out each and every one of them, but coming over this way is where we'll find the Indian elephants. So you can go over here for like a little bit of a big overall view. So this can kind of show you a lot of the habitat, and luckily for us, elephants are really easy to see because they're so big, so we don't really need to look very far to spot them. But coming around this way, this is kind of gonna be the main viewing area, I feel like, at least. Over here on this platform, it is usable by the guests, but for some reason they're not using it much. But yeah, this is like the main area because you can see so many of them, and their main feeding station is over here. That is so cute. I love that. Oh my gosh. But coming in here, you can see one of the indoor areas. That elephant is not indoors, but you can spot him, so I feel like it still works out really nicely. I love how this turned out. It feels so nice to be able to walk in here, and I just love how it looks with like the railings and stuff. But there's not much else to see in here if there's not even an elephant on the inside. So coming over this way is where we will see some more of them. This is kind of where you can see them walking around in the water. Of course, none of them are gonna be in the water right now. You see what I mean? They're acting up. They really just don't want to be like good today. Really not. So coming back this way, this is kind of the whole entire exhibit house. I feel like maybe we shouldn't go this way just yet. I'm not sure. Maybe, okay, I'll take you guys this way because this is just gonna take us all the way back to the bongos and the tapirs and stuff. So this is just kind of a way back. So yeah, that's not much to show over there, and this is just like staff buildings and stuff. So again, not much over this way. When you guys last saw this, if you guys did watch every single episode, there was nothing over here. I didn't show you guys me actually doing this. So coming around this way is where we find the underwater viewing area. So this is what I'm calling it because there is only underwater parts in this general area. I'm gonna show you guys, but you're not gonna see anything. This is where you can view the elephants underwater, but they're not here, so I'm gonna rather focus on this part over here. This is where we have the gharials, and of course, the one time I want to show them, they're not swimming around as much. We can see a tail over there, and the sun is glaring a bit, but this is what I want. This is what I want to show you guys. Look at that. This is just pure perfection. I love how this turned out. They do have like feeding stations here, so once they do get food, they are swimming around like it's nobody's business. So coming up this way, we can either go this route over here, or this one. Oh my gosh, it's lagging. Goodness grief. Okay, anyway, over here, I'm gonna take you guys this way first because this is kind of a dead end. So coming through here, I wanted it to feel very like closed off. Oh, okay, there we go. That's much better. I did also put some toilets over here because there wasn't any in this general area, and I feel like it's a pretty big like gap between toilets. So over here is some more elephant viewing, and this is really up close. I love this viewing probably the most. I feel like that's the main viewing, but this is my personal favorite because when they are in the mud baths, it's just incredible. So over here we have a giant food court area. There is so many places to eat over here. It's insane. I truly do not know how there isn't more guests in this area because there is so many food areas over here. And coming up this way, this is almost never used by the guests, and I truly do not understand why. Like, I don't know why the guests prefer other viewings over these, but if we come in here, we can actually see the elephants eating some food in this barrel thing over here. But yeah, coming back this way, all the way back through over here, we're gonna go the other way. So if you come up here and you go that way, you do have to eventually come back around, and where better to go than forward. So over here we are going to find the fossas, or I heard it in Madagascar. In Madagascar they are mentioned, and I cannot remember what they're called. But over here we have some nice seating areas, and then over here we have the indoor viewing for them. And there is one of them. They are so beautiful. I did not know that they existed before I started playing like with them. So even in Madagascar, I've watched it before a long time ago, but I never remembered them. And we have an outdoor area as well. Unfortunately, this habitat is a little bit small for them. I wish I had made it a little bit bigger, but I really did not think about it at the moment. Like, when I was building this, my main priority was trying to make it not like climbable, so climb proof. But coming over this way, we find some more gharial like viewing. This is again a very big habitat. There is gonna be a lot of gharial viewing coming, but I'm not sure we're gonna see any of them because they tend to stick to this general area. Oh, there's another one. I love to see them. I love to see them. So now we have a choice. We can either go over that way or we can go over this way. I feel like this is the more populated area, so I'm gonna go over this way for now because it just goes around anyway. So over here we have the last habitat that I've ever built for this zoo. This is the gorilla habitat. I love these climbing frames that I made. I absolutely love them so much. I did not like really think creatively for a lot of the other monkey habitats. So yeah, I just love how that turned out. And we can see some gorillas over there. Isn't that just lovely? We can see gorilla booty and a big gorilla over there. I think that's all of them that are outside. So there's only 3 of them in here currently. I'm hoping that they will get babies soon. But that is that whole area. Now we have the whole indoor area. This is probably the biggest building in this zoo, I think, at least. I don't know if it's bigger than the entrance area, but it definitely feels bigger to me at least. So over here we have again some more feeding areas for the guests. So if we were to look in here, it is a little bit difficult to see, so I'm just gonna take us inside to see it a little bit better. Oh my gosh, definitely don't want to see any boxed up animals, but I feel like I should show you guys first what the guests see. So this is kind of what they see. We do actually have an animal talks going on right now, so lucky us, I guess, that we actually get to see this. Obviously we're not gonna understand anything that they're saying, but I feel like it's very nice that we got to at least experience this one. I don't have any zoo tours for the guests. I didn't really know how to do that and I was kind of scared, but this is the indoor part for the gorillas. I love how this turned out. So coming out this way, this again is new to everybody. I did not show this foliage on the last video. This was to be done, and now for everybody who wanted to see it, this is this area completed. You can of course kind of get some peeks of the gorillas if they were to be in this area, but I'm just gonna move on because we know now that they are not. And over here we have another habitat. So this is the indoor area for the red river hog and the chimpanzees. So as you can see, they love to be in here, and they sleep here and eat here, and it's so nice to see it. There's not really anything to view in this area unless you try to get a peek of them when they're over there, but again, they are currently not, so we're just gonna go over this way. So coming up over here, you can get this incredible view of the water and stuff. Obviously it's just gonna be water, there's not gonna be anything in the water, but over here you can again view the gorillas. This also is new to everybody. I didn't show this foliage on camera, so I didn't want this to be the main view of the gorillas. So I tried to have you be able to peek them a little bit, but there is gonna be foliage kind of disrupting the view. So over here is kind of where we were. This was the other path that we could have taken. So we were at the gharial part over here and walked over that way to the gorillas. So this is an area where the guests can go and eat, but also other guests can walk around. So this is the only area besides for over there that you can get a close-up view of the mud baths. They don't tend to use this much, but I'm really hoping that one day there will be more of them and that babies will kind of make the habitat look more full. Also the restaurant, I'm not gonna really go in there, there's nothing to see inside. So over here is where we will find some viewing for the red river hogs and the chimpanzees. I was hoping that we would be able to see some of them over here, but unfortunately it does not seem like we would. So over here you can obviously spot some of the animals over there, but they are very, very far away. And over here you can try to spot some gharials, but I do not know if you could. They are again most of the time in that general area, but coming over this way, I think I want to show you guys that last. So I am gonna go over this way because this just goes back to where we were, but I do want to give you guys a view over here of the top part of the gharial habitat. So if they were here, it would, oh my gosh, there actually is like two of them over here. My goodness, they were like camouflaged. Oh, I'm so happy to see it though. And yeah, I'm just so happy to see them over here. So if you're over here, you can just peek over and see some of them. That is so nice. Now this is kind of gonna be some of the last viewings. This again is where we have the tapirs and the bongos and stuff. So if you go back over there, you go back towards the entrance. So this is going to be kind of the last areas that we have to the zoo. So down here is my favorite viewing for the chimps and the red river hogs because you get so up close to them and it's so very, very nice. I would love to see an animal talks here eventually because I do believe that they can feed them from up here. But yeah, coming back around all the way up here, I mean, imagine them climbing here right next to you as you walk here. That would just be so nice. It would be so, so nice. So if you go this way instead of back to the entrance, you're gonna find some more viewing for the red river hogs and the chimpanzees. So this is the overlook of this whole habitat. I really also like this viewing because you can really see the whole habitat. You can see them swimming, you can see them climbing, you can even try to spot them when they're indoors. So this is again one of my favorite viewings for this area, and it's also one of the only areas where you can really see them over here. Like I mentioned a while ago, the jaguar habitat was very, very long. So we are now on the other side of the jaguar habitat. Coming down over here, however, is where we will find the underwater viewing for the jaguars, as well as some food and stuff again. Like I said, there's a lot of that. I have never seen them in the water over here, so I am a little bit sad about that. They do swim around a lot, but I've never seen them in this particular area, so it is pretty sad. But I do love this area because look at how beautiful it is with the height difference. So that is where we just were down there, and this is some of the best viewings for the jaguars, I feel like, at least, because when they are over here you can see them so up close and it's so nice to see. I don't think there's any of them here currently. I mean, if you guys can spot them, do let me know, but I currently cannot spot any of them in this general area. So I think all of them are kind of in that area over there. Oh, I just wish that I could see them walking on these things now because it's so nice to see them walking up here. Oh my gosh, look at that. There's one running right there. I was like playing to see if I can see any of them and I just saw one zooming. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that is kind of everything for the zoo. Coming back this way again is where we will find the bongos and up here is where we were a while ago. So that's absolutely everything for the zoo. This zoo is incredibly large. It's the largest zoo that I've ever made in my life, and I'm so incredibly proud of it. I do want to start a new zoo pretty soon, so be sure to check out my community tab if you guys would like an input on the future zoo that I'm planning to do. That rhymed. I'm a poet and I don't even know it. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do consider liking and subscribing to my channel, and I will definitely see you all in another video. Goodbye everybody!